looks like to start out with. A little bit of foxtail. And we're going to disc it up. Hopefully the ground works a little better than it did last year, but we're going to see how it goes. Not too bad. It's actually doing a little better than it was last year, so hopefully we can, oh, there's a rabbit. Hopefully we can keep this up. Well, the pin for holding the implement here broke. So when that broke, the hydraulic hoses broke, both of them. So I can no longer move it up and down, which means I can no longer disc up the ground, which means I'm done. So I went into town. I had to get some, well, I definitely had to get a hitch pin, but I was going to see if they could splice the hoses here and replace, you know, that section that went bad, or that isn't any good. But these hoses kind of dry rotted a little bit anyway. So I had to get all new hoses, fittings, all that. So this one wouldn't come out. So I got some PB Blaster and it worked on the other one. So we're going to see if it'll work on this. Since then, since that time, it started raining here. I think this might be the remnants of one of the hurricanes or tropical storms or whatnot that went through. So we got a lot to contend with here. I just hope this thing will come off for me. So let me check back with you here in a couple minutes. Hopefully I can get this, but I don't know. I'm not sure if it's going to go. So I got it back up and running. As I mentioned, I had to put all new hoses on it. Got a new hitch pin down there, the red. So I'm going to run as long as I can here. Hopefully it doesn't rain on me, but I'm excited that I just got it up and running again. So here we go. So we just finished doing field 1. Worked out pretty well except for the early problems. I'll give you a look here. So a lot of that green stuff will go back into the soil, the green foxtail that's here, and you know, we'll get rolling on the next area we'll plant. So stay tuned. So I forgot to give you a shot before I started here. You can see some of the tree tubes here where I planted, but I took a couple passes up here and a couple over here, but you can kind of see this whole field is foxtail at the moment. A little bit of clover underneath it, I think, but just wanted to give you a shot here before I get too far along. Alright, so we just finished this field. It's a good sized field here, a good sized food plot. I think it's a full acre, probably. I don't know, I have to check the math, but it disced it up real nice with this little bit of rain we got. So it's on to the next one. Alright, well this is field 3 here that I'm going to be disking up. Just a look at it. There was just 3 small tiny does there when I pulled up, but so let's get started here. So I just finished this field here, this field 3. I'm going to try to, it's getting late as you can see, I'm going to try to do one more here in the dark, but we'll see how that one goes. The problem I got is these lights, they're on, but sometimes they turn off, so you know, it's not worth the risk if you know, if it's a little bit too risky. So we'll see when we get over there. Alright, this is field 4. Decent sized field, probably half to 3/4 of an acre. You might remember this because I planted trees here, the alleyway, and I don't know if you can see that, but there's a stand there. There's a doe at the end down there. She's just been watching me, kind of feeding off, but we'll get started here and see what we can do. So it was too dark to film after finishing up, so I just had to call it a day and head home. I shot this September 7th, right after this. A tropical storm came through, dropped 7 inches of rain, so I didn't get to seed these fields. Then I took a business trip, and then Hurricane Florence came through. So I had a friend seed it this week, so hopefully, you know, in the near future we'll have something growing up here. But I appreciate you guys watching. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks a lot.